Welcome to the IMPART Alliance podcast. My name is Tracy Anderson. I am the Communications Director, and today I'm here out at PurposeCare in St. Joseph, Michigan, and I'm here to talk with Sabrina Pickering, who is the Client Care Supervisor for this facility. And
I am one of four.
One of four
Yes.
of the Client Care
Yes.
Supervisors. So tell me a little bit about your role as supervisor and how that works.
As a client care supervisor, it's my job to talk to all the clients, make sure that they are satisfied with their services, make sure that their services are given to them on time and appropriately, and make sure that the caregivers are all satisfied and get to where they need to go and have the appropriate information and make sure that they succeed.
And from what you had mentioned earlier, every week you schedule about 1,800 hours?
About 1,800 hours. Yeah.
That's a lot. How do you manage that?
A lot of it is reoccurring.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know you're going to go to see somebody on Monday, Wednesday, Friday from this time to this time, that's just an automatically reoccurring shift.
Okay.
So I don't think about those ones as much as I do the ones that are somebody needs a day off or I got a new client, that type of thing.
Okay. Now, you yourself, Sabrina, started off as a direct care worker. Could you tell me a little bit about how your role has evolved over the years?
Sure. I started as a direct care worker at the age of 18, working in a group home. I've worked in a couple of different group homes in my days, and from there, then I started my family and went back to group home after my kids got to be a little older, and then I took some time off to care for not only myself but also for some family members. And when I was ready to rejoin the workforce, I applied here at PurposeCare. At the time, we were called Home Sweet Home.
Okay. And what is it about direct care that's kept you in the field?
It is so rewarding. Knowing that you're helping somebody every single day is just so wonderful to feel that feeling and to know that every day somebody is better because you were able to help them out today.
And with all your years working as a direct care worker to now as a shift scheduler, supervisor, how does that experience tie into what you do today? How does it help you do your job better?
I feel more compassionate with my clients. I understand more what their needs are, what their roles are, and what the caregivers can bring to the table to help them. And I feel more compassionate also with my caregivers because I've been there and I know that life happens. We can't always control it. There's going to be a flat tire. There's going to be a sick kid at school, that it's going to happen. And so I feel that with my background and everything that I've done, that I am more compassionate and more hands-on with my people.
And your people, the direct care workers, like, how do you think that translates to them? Do you feel like they feel that compassion from you? And that
I certainly hope that they do. I certainly hope that they do. I hope that they understand how important they are to me. Each one of them is important to me. Each one of them matters. And each one of them is important for what we do. And I try to say thank you to everybody every single day. And we do caregiver appreciation days here at the office where we have everybody come in and they all get a treat or a gift of some sort, and they get to see us and interact with us because we don't always get a chance to go out in the field, but we still want to be able to maintain that person to person with our caregivers.
Absolutely. And that, I would imagine, translates to better care, right?
It does. It does. When they feel that they are more connected, then they can go out and they can make that connection with their clients that they have. So that's very helpful.
Absolutely. And I can tell you care a lot about your direct care workers. I know you've attended IMPART Alliance's training.
I have.
And you've taken that knowledge back to your direct care workers so that they can utilize the knowledge and the experience that you've gained. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. So I have completed up to level 3 of the IMPART Alliance courses. And I've teach classes here with my caregivers. We call them in-services. We are required by the state to do so many in-services a year for each caregiver. And so we schedule them. And I have taken a lot of the information that I've gotten from the IMPART Alliance courses and reworked it and put it into my slideshows that I do for my caregivers so that I'm passing that information along to them as well.
What did you think about the trainings?
I think they're great. I think that they are helpful and quick, and it's an hour of class once a week. It's wonderful. It's not a hardship at all to do. They're very easy to do. They're very informative. I think it's a really wonderful program that you guys have.
And you mentioned earlier about just how proud you are to have the certificates from Michigan State and how you display them. Tell me about that.
I do. I have all 3 of my certificates displayed in my office. I am very proud of them. I also have them all listed on my resume. I do.
That's great. I always ask this question. It's kind of a simple question, but tell me what inspires you to do the work that you do every day.
The feeling that I get in my heart when I know that I've helped somebody today. When I can go home at night and I can say to myself, not only did I do my best, but I helped somebody today. That's my inspiration for every day.
And you've helped a lot of somebodies every week, it sounds like.
I try.
I mean, if you think about the 1,800 hours, that equates to how many direct care workers do you work with directly then?
I have about 50 in my original area. That was about 900 hours that I was scheduling. And then I recently acquired about another 50 with another 900 hours.
Okay. So you're working with about 100 direct care workers.
Roughly, yeah.
To support their schedules and make sure that everything is where it needs to be. And
right.
I imagine that's a lot of work too sometimes.
Yep. It's nice that we have the new electronic visit verification system in the state of Michigan. That's really nice because we can tell within just a few minutes if somebody is not where they're supposed to be. So we don't have the problem anymore where somebody might call and say, we haven't seen a caregiver for 3 or 4 days. We know within 10 minutes if somebody hasn't clocked in.
Well, thank you so much for letting us visit your site today. It was wonderful seeing you and your staff and some of the direct care workers. Before I let you go, is there anything else that you maybe wanted to include that I didn't ask you?
I just want to say thank you for all that you guys are doing to get the word out there that we need more direct care workers. We've got a huge shortage in the state, and we really need people that are compassionate and patient and loving to just step up and say, I can do this job.
Yeah. Very meaningful work on our
end
as well. Well, thank you so much, Sabrina.
No problem.